It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
High the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Williams looking for a man. Fires one high and deep. He's got it upright. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Unloads quickly. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Throws toward the end zone. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
Trying to barge in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Washington wants to go quickly. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Single back formation, and they give it to him. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, this, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
And the Huskies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give on the inside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Got his man downfield. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really
wide open spaces. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This one's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's got it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. First play of the period, 1st down here. Rides to back and leaves it. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing on, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. It's a running room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And that's a really nice job executing by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
On the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Washington. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1. The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Williams looking for a man.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game. Now the kicker's going to throw it.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverage. The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run it. Finds a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Trying to get in the corner. Picks up the first down, still moving. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Oh, a lot of space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quarterback moving. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Williams looking for a man. Using his feet to buy time. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play, they're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play, don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Looking for the score. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, big-time players make big plays in big games. And on that fourth down, final play of the first half, what an unbelievable job making the grab and taking it in for the touchdown. That was huge for the offense, giving them the lead. You just can't do it any better than that.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Moss. Here comes the heat. And it won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got him downfield. And he's still running after the move. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the grab, and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Floating away. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to...
Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams will pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The play-action fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to Brown. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. Finds a tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams looking for a man. Flips it out on the screen. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll have to hustle hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They're going back to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They want to throw it. Rush is on him. It's complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Washington. And the beatdown has ensued.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try the run.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Finds his tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
It's a seam wide open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on fourth down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day one install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on fourth down.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Moss. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Louisville. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
From the gun. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. What a bizarre turn of events. He scooped up the fumble and took it all the way back for two.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
Williams will pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making...
Turning it on! There he goes! At the 20. He's at the... and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He fires to the left side. He's got it on the outside. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
He'll take another shot here. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Looking for more room. Knocked down at the 43-yard interception has him set up in plus territory.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Moss. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Coleman. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Washington right back to the line. Not much good can come out of throwing it here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a squad from the American, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Starling. And he pops it up inside the 20. Maybe some early game jitters showing there. Very fortunate to retain possession on the opening kickoff. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's it, fly. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bohannon. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. He never seemed to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Going up top again. Under fire. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing the guy can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Jacobs. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Jacobs. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Barnes. They're working that left side. At the 45 on his way. Found a seam on the left. Touchdown, Utah State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He's loose. Just plowing ahead. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play. That's the extension of it. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Wants to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. That's caught. It's Hayes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
He'll bring it out. It's Jacobs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Barnes. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down for the tackle. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tulane.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. And some room to work. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Tight end now in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown, Green Wave! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Starling. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. And when you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, still looking. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jacobs. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. A dynamic return. Explosive and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And you see the option being such a...
Oh, the kicker's on the line. And that's not going to come close. I'm not even sure what they were thinking there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Looking to pass. It's Barnes. Finds his man. It's Davis. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Boyd. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away to find some room. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's...
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Utah State will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the timing just a hair off.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to...
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. On the option. He'll toss it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he intercepts it in their end zone. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick six and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gives it on the option. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Find space on the right. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Utah State about to kick it off to open the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Oh, he's got a chance. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Starling. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Now the play fake. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in down the middle. Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Utah State.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
Utah State, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Still looking on the move. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 30. Off and running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the container of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught, it's Thompson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Lost the defense is wide open. All by himself down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with a play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Tulane right back to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Lots of running room. Taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Greenway. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it out. It's Starling. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Unloads it downfield. Pulls in the deep ball. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Got room on the return. Bust through behind his pads. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll ride Davis here.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Oh, out of space. Jogged out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Barnes. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Utah State up-tempo. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. This offense has it with really good field position. To throw, it's Barnes. Throwing right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with the completion.
They'll run play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. On that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
There's the pressure. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. Throws into the middle of the field. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Making side adjustments here. He wants to throw it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Pressure coming. Going right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out. You're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road. But you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
Caught over the middle. It's Davis. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He'll do it himself. Slithers into space. It's a seam wide open. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Tulane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Snapped it in the shotgun. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset. And it's rewarded.
Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Tulane will try to use up the rest of the clock. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover. Best case scenario. Offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the grab down the middle. Offense will use a timeout with 28 kicks remaining. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Trying to find the end zone. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Going for 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it comes down to the 2-point conversion.
Man, what a great job by this offense. And listen, we'll break that down later, but it's go time now. It's two-point conversion time. You got to go to your script. You got these written down in a section. 2-point plays. You didn't know it was going to be.
He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMass Minutemen, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Harding. That gamble did not... off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. Bring in the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out past the 35. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Rushes on him. Makes the grab. It's great. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A designed run for the quarterback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Caught close to the marker. It's Gibson. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Minutemen! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barney. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. To the air, it's Raiola. Buys a little extra time. Got him downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now adjusting. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Caught at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Husker. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Coming out with it, it's Hardy. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, returning to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barney. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Going up top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Flushed out of the pocket. And it's picked off in the end zone. But no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. To the air, it's Hairston. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, UMass.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest. Will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Now the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Harding. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to throw. It's Hairston. Looking to scramble. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. And he will be stopped short or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Key. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
UMass 21, Nebraska 19.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Using his legs to buy some time. There he goes! How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy.
Touchdown, Husker! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one.
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
With the catch, it's Barney. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they did tack on the extra point.
UMass 21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harding. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. Dances away to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, they're trying to move the pocket to get the quarterback on the move, throwing to the sideline, just couldn't make the catch in bounds.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Complete downfield.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Got the first down and more. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make...
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's loose down the left side. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. They'll go to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's going to let it go. He's got it on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to throw. It's Hairston. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. to the air on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Here's a heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off.
Number 99, set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Harding. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. That's caught. It's good. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third down, he drops the throw. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play.